Well folks, it's that time of year again, the best time of year, Halloween. Or in the Shattered Isles, the Dark Harvest. With the event now in full swing, I figured it was a perfect time to focus on those who normally dwell in the shadows, but at this time of year become more active. So I hope everyone has a happy Halloween. But now, sit back, relax, as we explore the unseen cult. As the city lights start to flicker, and a chilling aridity sweeps across the Shattered Isles, the city of Ramsgate is once again thrust into a period of perpetual darkness. Each year, the cult, known as the Unseen, grows increasingly restless from hiding in the shadows. To this day, Belinda Eyre still gets shivers down her spine whenever she recalls her brush with the Unseen a few years ago. The Dark Harvest has never been an easy time for the bartender, yet she persisted in taking on the extra late shifts in the Broken Blade during the busy season. It was no secret that Belinda needed the extra rams to make ends meet. As she cautiously stepped out of the tavern after closing up, she noticed the hooded figure moving in the shadows. Quickening her pace and pulling her cloak closer to her body, Belinda ducked behind a wall and peeked out. The hooded figure, clad in strange robes, had erected a makeshift ritual area in a dark corner of the city. This back corner of Ramsgate had indeed become a dark place, full of strange weapons, symbols, notes, paraphernalia, and a strange language written in symbols across the wall. So who is this hooded figure? And why is there a ritual area? And what is the strange writing on the wall? In the early years after the upheaval, when wild ether seemed to suffuse all things, many people found they had inherent ability to manipulate ether on their own. And while some used this power to help the world recover from the apocalypse, others bent it to darker purposes, keeping to the shadows to hide their power. The unseen witches were one of the earliest threats the post-upheaval world would face. It was said they could even summon and command the behemoths, something considered impossible today. And while the witches of the stories were thought to have been hunted to extinction, the recent appearance of unseen symbols calls this assumption into question. The Unseen Cult. These cult members pay homage to the ancient witches by continuing and maintaining their nasty deeds, with their own behemoth summoning rituals and manipulation of dark etheric power. The Unseen Cult are indeed the inheritors of the dark traditions. For example, the first Riftstalkers seen in the Shattered Isles were rumoured to have been pulled from the Umbral Void by the Unseen Cult, and once they found their way through, they could do it again. To give us a better understanding of their intent, we can look at the language used by this unseen cult. Written like graffiti in strange symbols across the Shattered Isles, and in particular Ramsgate, the unseen cult attempts to communicate in secret. However, it can be translated. As we can clearly see, they're not here to make friends. So we can clearly see the intent of the unseen cult to bring an end to the Shattered Isles. Through recruitment, they'll expand during the Dark Harvest by leaving gifts and offering secret quests to slayers. By summoning umbral behemoths such as the Riftstalker, it will prove a challenge to the citizens of Ramsgate. However, they'll be in need of something even more powerful if they're to succeed. A winged horror that can see into your soul and break it without a thought if you let it. A part of an avian nightmare, part of an unspeakable horror, grim, imposing, cloaked in shadow except for his glowing eyes.